A very wise man once said that whatever you give her is a gift and whatever she gives you is a loan. And well, Devin Haney is finding this out the hard way. Devin Haney is back in the news yet again, everyone. Now, a few weeks ago, Devin Haney took his baby mama to court, and he is alleging that Miss Saheed is trying to defame him and trying to extort him out of money. Now, why you say that she's doing something like that? Well, Miss Saheed has taken a restraining order against Mr. Haney. And why is she doing that? She alleges that he has abused her during the time they were in a relationship.
Accusations.
These are not accusations. This is
False accusations.
And so we call this the silver bullet in divorces or in child custody cases, where the woman will allege abuse. She will then take out a restraining order against the man in order to get full custody of the child. And therefore, she can then petition to get full custody of the kid during, the custody hearings and for child support. And if she has full custody, then she can get more money and get other types of programs and help from the state and the government and all those kind of things, right? And so this is why he is alleging that she is trying to extort him, also putting out there in the news that he's a bad father, that, he did bad things to her while they were, while they were dating and while they were engaged, even though she was also on a phone call with Young Thug while he was in his case in Atlanta. And it seemed like they were exchanging pleasantries, like maybe she has some kind of feelings for this man, but that's another story. But in any case, that Devin Haney and her, they met in 2023. They have a daughter together now, very infant, if you will. And well, they broke up, and now not only is he taking her to court for extortion and defamation, but during the time they were together, he also gave her very lavish gifts because he's a boxer, he has a lot of money, he's had championships on his belt and all those kind of things, so he has a good bit of money. And of course, he showered her with gifts and spoiled her and all those kind of things that you would do in a relationship. And they were engaged at one point to be married, and then that fell through, of course, as we're talking about now. And so he wants all those gifts back and all those lavish things he gave her during a relationship. As you can see here from TMZ Sports, boxing star Devin Haney sues ex yet again. I want my $350K worth of gifts back. Now, do I think he's going to get that? No, it's a noble venture, maybe a waste of time, if you would, because he's in California. And I don't even think he can get this stuff back, but we'll get into that here in a second. Let's read the article and see what the deal is with all this nice stuff that he gave her that he's trying to get back now. Boxing superstar Devin Haney is suing his ex-fiancée once again, this time claiming she's wrongfully keeping $350,000 worth of gifts he says he gave her in anticipation of their wedding. Haney filed the latest suit against Lena Saheed in Los Angeles County last week, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. If not, let me know down in the comment section. Alleging she won't return several pricey handbags and jewelry. Again, I don't think he's going to get those things back, but he can damn sure try, right? Haney claimed he got her the items, which included things like Hermes bags, an Audemars Piguet watch, a diamond ring, diamond earrings, and several other pricey purses under the premise that they were going to tie the knot. But he says because she called off the relationship, California law requires her to give the gifts back. Haney says in total, he suffered over $500,000 worth of damages. It's a lot of money, y'all. It's a lot of money. Okay. Now, you might be asking, well, what California law is he talking about that would allow you to be able to get these gifts back? Well, I believe this is what he's talking about. I tried to do some research on this. I couldn't find the exact law, but this is what he's saying. Now, I Googled this up. Okay. In California, if I give a woman a gift and then we break up, can I get it back? And I made a little mistake there on the search.
We don't care.
Let me tell you.
We don't care.
But it says right here, in California, you generally cannot get a gift back after a breakup, as gifts are typically considered irrevocable once given, unless it was an engagement ring or other conditional gift. You would need to prove fraud, coercion, or a clear agreement for the return of the item to have a legal basis for reclamation. For standard gifts, the recipient legally owns the item and you relinquish ownership when you give it. Now, there are other, details and things like that you might be able to get. But what he's trying to say is that I gave her all these things, not only an engagement ring, but the purses, the jewelry, all those kind of things. I gave all this stuff to her. What was it? The pricey purses, the diamond ring, the earrings, the brigade watch, the Hermes bag. I think he even got her a vehicle. And he's saying that I gave all those things to you, not only the engagement ring, but the other belongings. I gave those things to you in anticipation of marriage. Okay. And because we didn't get married, it's almost like you conned me, and now I should get these things back, because the only reason I gave them to you because anticipation that you were going to be my forever person, right?
Partner.
And so I guess that's what he's leaning on to try to get these things back. Again, is it a noble venture? Maybe. A waste of time? Probably. This, of course, the second time Haney has sued his former lover in the last month, as just a few weeks ago, he filed a lawsuit claiming she extorted and defamed him. The suit came roughly 2 months after Saheed got a temporary restraining order against him. Lena's attorney, Mark Vincent Kaplan, tells us Haney's latest legal action, quote, appears to be an extension of his campaign to punish her for having obtained the TRO against him after suing her civilly for what she had to provide to the court to get the restraining order. He needs to get real. If you've made it this far in the video and you're still here, thank you again for your viewership. And if you haven't done so already, please hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and that notification bell, that way you can be notified whenever I go live or drop new content. Also, if you want to donate to the channel, please do so by hitting the Cash App $sign Mr. Normie. And you can also go to my Ko-Fi page, ko-fi.com/workingmanmg. Also, I'm trying to build a community on Locals. So if you would, go please check out my Locals page, and you can join for just $5 a month. You can post, and we can build a community of like-minded working men over there. Thank you for your time. Now back to the video. Haney and Lena met some 2 years ago, and Saheed gave birth to their daughter Chrome in January. Now, again, like I said before, he thinks that because they were engaged to be married, that this now is the basis for fraud, coercion, or a clear agreement for the return of the item to have a legal basis for reclamation. Do I think he's going to get that? I do not think so. You gave these things. These things happen all the time in relationships. Men give women things out of the kindness of our own heart, not expecting them back. But then the relationship goes sideways, and you could give them back, but it just makes you look even more petty. I mean, if you get them back, that'd be great. But in the court of public opinion, it makes you look crappy to the normies. You know what I mean? You could do it on principle, but do you really want that stuff back? Do you really want to continue to waste money on lawyers and everything else just to get these things back, when you can just put that focus into your career or whatever your exploits are and make that money back and just say, keep it, I'm done. Yes, did you raise her sexual marketplace value by giving her these things? Yes, because she's just going to use these things to look better for the next guy. I get it. It sucks. It's painful. I know it hurts. But do I think you're going to get these things back? Probably not. You're just wasting legal fees to do it. Now, the other thing, the defamation, this right here, this extortion thing, you might be better off chasing this than chasing this. Just my opinion. But y'all let me know what y'all think about it down in the comment section. With that being said, thank you once again for attending another episode of the Working Man Podcast. I am your host, Nicholas J. Fury. What do you think about Devin Haney? Is this a worthy pursuit to get this stuff back from this woman? I don't think so, but y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. And please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the notification bell. We're out of the door. And remember, Devin Haney, because you find out today, reality checks are free. See you next time.